Shaq, you had your investments obviously with the pre-IPO Google stock, Five Guys, 24-hour fitness. You know, you've had a lot of investments. Why did you get into esports, and why is that important for you?
I took my son to a tournament one time at the Staples Center. He's like, "Dad, I want to go watch some kids play games." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" So I took him to the Staples Center, and it was packed. This was when it was early, so I dug into it a little bit, and I found out what was going on, and got with some partners. I'm partnering the Sacramento Kings, Vivek Ranadive, the majority owner of the Sacramento Kings. He got me involved in esports, and we helped start NRG. We've been very, very successful.
As a successful athlete yourself too, why do you consider it a viable business plan for athletes like you and Rick Fox and Mark Cuban as well too? There's a lot of people in traditional sports. Why is that a viable business alternative for you guys?
The older I got, I realized that investment-wise, if it's going to change someone's life or make somebody happy, probably a good thing to invest in. And every time I go to these shows, they're similar to NFL games, NBA games. The amount of people in attendance at these functions is here to stay. I like how they rotate it. Sometimes it's shooting games, sometimes it's fighting games, sometimes it's racing games. It's beautiful. And you watch the passion that these kids play with, and esports is here to stay.
And obviously, Andy Miller, he's a former Apple executive too.
That's my guy. That's my partner.
And you've done a lot of work with a lot of brands over the years. What are you hoping to learn from someone like Andy Miller, who brings that vision from a traditional company background?
Well, Dwight Eisenhower said the greatest. Greatest leaders are the ones happy to have people that are smarter than them around them. Andy Miller is a brilliant guy, so a lot of times he's the one that can foresee the vision, and we as partners, we just either go with it or we do not. So whenever Andy does something, I'm always in.
And obviously, esports, it's all about a digital native audience, the millennials, as you know. How are you going to be using your personal brand, your personal platform to help market your presence in the space?
Well, anytime I can, promote the sport, I will. I have a large social media following. I have a live, we do a live show here at TNT inside the NBA. So anytime I can, let people know about what's going on in the esports culture, I'm happy to do that.
And obviously, you played in some tournaments, Street Fighter and League of Legends and the sort.
I got killed yesterday by the beautiful Natalie, the diva lady. I beat her last year. She came back and revenged her loss.
And of course, you've had your own video game too in the past. What kind of a presence do you want to play in video games moving forward?
My Shaq Fu 2 is coming very, very soon. I'm very meticulous. Shaq Fu 1 was so terrible it became a cult classic. And a lot of people have been asking for Shaq Fu 2, and it's coming. I give you my word.
And of course, you're famous for your personality, your character. But that also helps you broker deals as a businessman too. So how are you looking to evolve in emerging spaces moving forward?
I just, again, I look for companies that are going to change people's lives, that are going to better people's lives. And that's how I've been investing the last 10, 15 years, and it's been damn near perfect. Every time I go in and try to make the quick buck, it never happens like that. So, for example, Ring, home security. Everybody needs home security, digital, doorbell, calls your phone. I think that was a great investment for me.
And with that, you work with a lot of brands. Kobe, for example, when I had a conversation with him, he's talking about going into the Nike boardroom, talking to the marketers, talking to the creatives. How are you working with the marketers and the brands to deliver that and heighten the marketing moving forward?
I've always been the marketer and the creator. I've always had the ability and access to create on my own spots. When you deal with the Shaq brand, you're dealing with a brand that's promoting fun. So every spot I do will have some fun aspect to it.
And if you can give one advice to all these brands who are marketers out here today trying to promote their brand, what would you tell them?
I want to give them any advice, to each his own. just know my formula has always been working for me. There's so much going on in the world today. At the end of a spot, I want somebody to laugh.
And lastly, people can't tell on the camera, but we've got a very, very big ring right there. Tell them what we have.
That's something Charles Barkley doesn't have.